And I don't know whose it was by the size and the way it fits me. It definitely wasn't my mom's, but I do know that my mom used to receive hand-me-downs from her family and friends, not because she couldn't afford her own clothes, but because it always gave her joy to figure out how to give a dress a second life. When we tailored, she had ways of working around holes and torn hems, and she hated to see clothes go to waste. So it is with a similar philosophy that we shared our stories today. We didn't want them to go to waste, and we hope that by sharing our stories with others, maybe someone else will feel that they are not alone, and our stories will also have a second life. My mother used to tell us she would like her obituary to read, she tried to be the best teacher, mother, daughter, sister, wife, and she was. That was many, many years ago when we were still in school, and she had no need to be considering her obituary. She was making a point that she tried to be the best she could to all of us, and we should try to make the best of our lives too. When she first started showing signs of slowing down with age, she wrote the first draft of her will. I insisted that she show it to one of her lawyer friends who made a few recommendations. A few years later, she wanted to add someone to her will, a new addition to the family. Again, I asked her to show it to a lawyer friend. This happened a few times while she kept on trying to get it right. When she started to forget things, she asked for a copy of her will so that she could remind herself what she had written. And this time, I told her, no more changes, no more changes. Recently, when she was hospitalized again, she showed me a copy of another document. It was the back of a hospital scrap paper filled with scribbles. And I thought, oh no, she's trying to rewrite her will again. Instead, it was a draft of her obituary. Her handwriting was now uneven. It did not follow the lines on the page and was full of spelling mistakes. Sometimes it was outright incomprehensible. There was one paragraph listing all the schools she had taught at. There was a second paragraph talking about the students and some of the stories they told her. Finally, there was a long paragraph thanking the people at the hospice who had brightened up her days. I saw the crumpled sheet of paper a few times in hospital. She hadn't changed it much, and I did remind her that she had once wanted her obituary to read that she had been the best. I was also relieved she had stopped trying to reapportion whatever worldly goods she thought she had thrown out. And eventually, the sheet went missing when she moved from the intensive care to the regular ward. Many friends and relatives were surprised that Mom agreed to participate in Before We Forget. Yet, many incidents from our time together have indicated that Mom would be proud to be a part of the project. Sometimes while traveling together, when we were asked for our nationality, Mom would proudly reply that her primary identity was scientist. After I entered medical school, she would often ask me how people would donate their bodies for research. And finally, she always took pride in helping people, even if her definition of help was not shared by the person on the receiving end. After the documentary screening, the first documentary screening, she told me, I guess I'm a film star now. And she asked for extra copies of the film's publicity cards to give to her friends. And in fact, after the first screening, Sister Margaret of Canossian Daughters of Charity went over to Mom and told Mom how much she had enjoyed chuckling at what Mom had said in the film. Many, many months later, Mom said, the nun from the card came to say hi. And I stared at Mom for a while. I thought, the nun from the card. The nun from the card, right. And I put two and two together and I asked, did you mean Sister Margaret, whom you met at the film screening that was publicized by the card with your photo on it? Is that what you meant to say? And she came to say hi? And my mom said, yes, of course, that's her. How did you know her name was Sister Margaret? I congratulated myself silently for knowing my mother well enough and knowing enough of what was going on in her life. And I said to Mom, Mom, I know because I don't have dementia. I would like to thank all of you for coming and to Jeremy and Cynthia and all your team for giving us a chance to share our stories. Thank you.